Hello YouTube. I've been wanting to make this video for some time now, and it's a repudiation of Mark Twain's essay, The Damned Human Race. It's more rambling, it's not really organized, but I just been wanting to make it for a while, and so I'm finally getting around to it. Side note, this is going to be a pretty short video. I just wanted to give a brief overview of my thoughts here. It's going to be kind of a moralistic argument. I don't have much in the way of statistics, because you can't really quantify morality. Not in that way. So I'm just going to give a basic moral outline of what I believe and why I believe Twain is mistaken. So to give a little bit of background to Twain's essay, he was in his later years at this point. It was in the, I believe, early 1900s or late 1800s, and he died in 1910. He was kind of a curmudgeon at this point, and that definitely is shown throughout his essay. He had a lot of egregious experiences in life, a lot of hardship, a lot of tumult, and that led to his kind of nihilistic and cynical worldview that we see in his essay. To sum it up, Twain basically argued against the perception that man had evolved from the lower animals, and rather that he had devolved, in Twain's perspective, that man had devolved from the higher animals. And he argued that man was of a lower echelon than these higher animals, which are like other primates and other animals from which man evolved, or devolved rather, in that man has the capacity to sin, and that man's capacity to sin usurps his ability to do anything else, and his free will in doing evil supersedes the innocence of all other animals. He opines that the creation of religion, the creation of ideologies, and the diversification of said things has led to a deep rift in mankind that is just fundamentally against the cooperative nature of other species, and that in this way, the nature of man is damned. The human race is damned because we have taken our free will and misconstrued it to commit evil beyond comprehension. Now, I know it's not my place or the place of any of my contemporaries to pontificate upon morality, especially in Twain's time. It was a much more turbulent time in America's history, a time of greater political, civil, social unrest. But what I think Twain fails to realize, what I think he sets the precedent for, is he does not realize the human capacity to love. He believes that the capacity to love is transcended by their capacity to hate. And that's a very dangerous precedent to set. It believes in the fundamental evil of humans, and it undermines the ability of humans to create the most advanced civilization, obviously, in the history of the world. One of the big problems with Twain's argument is that it almost promotes a postmodern egalitarianism. And, I mean, that's a very fancy way of saying dystopia. I kind of just made that up in my head, but this kind of egalitarianism in that there should, the emotions of hate and love should be kind of destroyed. The phenomena of hate and love should be destroyed in place of complete neutrality. It's kind of like what we see in a lot of dystopian novels. For example, The Giver. How Jonas, the protagonist, lives in a world with no color, with no emotion, with no deep-set morality, because that morality was too egregious for humans to endure. And so that is a very dangerous precedent to set. I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but it's a dangerous precedent to set in that it disregards the capacity of humans to learn from their mistakes. Twain had become so disenchanted with the evil of humans that he forgot that the ability to create evil was first founded by the ability to love. The ability to love founded the human race. It founded human civilization. And he also forgot that the ability to surmount evil is equally the ability to love. The ability to love conquers everything. I know it's a cliche, but humans have a unique capacity to love, and that should not be discounted by their unique capacity for evil. We are a singularly unique species. We are unique in our ability to suffer on multiple latitudes, to triumph on multiple latitudes, to love on multiple latitudes, to cry on multiple latitudes. And our ability to exist on these multiple planes of existence, almost ethereal planes of existence, should be celebrated. I don't think that we should be denigrated for the evils, the ability of our species to create evil, when we also have a unique ability to create good. So that's pretty much my take on that. I'm sorry if I rambled a bit. I'm sorry if I tried to describe things in too technical or fancy, stupid terms. I'm still learning this whole thing. This is like my first video I've done in a really long time. I'm not a very fluent speaker. I don't have like the technique, I don't have a script. I just wanted to express my thoughts in the most expedient way I could, and I thought that this could be it.
Greenie.
I was interested in seeing other people's perspectives on the matter of the damn human race or its opposite. So thank you for watching, and I like these social commentary videos. I want to do more of these in the future. So if you could, if you like it, please let me know.